Alright, I got a few things to show you guys today. I recently picked up this TC Electronic G-System effects unit, and I'm having some issues getting it set up and getting it working. I've gone through and refirmwared it a few times. The biggest problem that I'm having is with expression and volume pedals. I've got two pedals, an Ernie Ball 6166 and a Rocktron Hex, both of which are approved on TC Electronics site. They're both plugged in with insert cables into the back side of the TC unit. The pedals have been calibrated, and I'm still having some issues with it. The way I'm using the typical 4-wire or 4-cord connection, the guitar into the TC, the input on the TC, the insert out into the input on my amp, the effects out of my amp into the insert return, and then finally the master out of the TC into the effects return on my Mesa. And I'm using the RJM mini amp gizmo to do my channel changing for my amp, so I can use this to both change my effects and my channels on my amp. So far the only thing that I've done is I set up channels 1, 2, 3, and 4 as just basic bypass channels 1, 2, 3, and 4 on my amp. There's nothing else enabled on them. I copied the B95 channel to each of these, and all I did is just assign the channel via the amp gizmo. So I go to channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and last channel 4. I get a little bit of bleed through, a little bit of noise at the system, and I'm still trying to figure that out yet. But the problems that I'm having is with my volume pedals, or volume and expression pedal. I'm only using one hand here, so I've got I just got my guitar just in a standard detuning here. But if I hold my volume wide open, it works like a volume pedal. If I go all the way down, it kills it. If I bring it up, it continues to play. But the problem that I'm having is when I have it in the all-the-way minimum position, it's easier to tell in a dirty channel. It does these little jumps. It just did one there. Of course, it's not really doing it right now. It's been very hit and miss. There, you just did it again there. My volume is all the way down on my pedal. I did get a little bit of bleed through. I talked with Mesa, and I guess one of my preamp tubes is shared with the effects loop, and that's why I get a little bit of bleed through. So I'll have to take care of that with another noise gate or something. But it's still doing those little volume spurts that I've been having issues with, and I'm not touching anything other than my guitar right now. And then on this channel 5, I have that set up as just another kind of bypass with the volume, but I enabled the wah on it. And if I use the wah, it sounds like a wah. I have the auto enabled to, I think, 5 seconds or 5 milliseconds, but it continues to constantly turn on and off on its own. You can hear it kind of kicking in and out. So using that sort of configuration, it's not feasible, it's not usable. And I've talked with some of the posts on the forum, I've talked with TC Electronic, and they say so far the best recommendations that I can get is refirmware and try again. And I've refirmwared and refirmwared and recalibrated my pedals, and I'm still having this issue. So what's going on with my system here? It'd be really nice if I could get this resolved and actually try to program this G-System and actually get some use out of it. So if you could give me some thoughts on that, and that'd be great. Thanks.